Hi, everybody. We're back, and you're watching WCOBM.com. I am your host, Lady Linda. This is Variety Talk live in Las Vegas, and we're sitting in today with our cyberspace crime expert, Mr. Mac Jackson, who, by the way, has his own show at 3 p.m. on Fridays. Be sure to check him out. As you can see, he's very knowledgeable about what's taking place. And I want to just pick up from the last...
Sure.
Break. One of the things I'd like to share with you is the fact that as soon as I acknowledged to my Facebook family and Variety Talk family what was taking place, and that I would be contacting you along with some of our other cybersecurity staff members, they put it right back. They put the postings right back. Now, they haven't changed the pictures at all. I had to go in and try to change it, but they did a lot of work in terms of making my face look deformed on one picture, and then they painted some white stuff all on it, made it look like, I mean, it was just so that's one of the things that I failed to say from the last segment.
Yeah, again, just making sure that you change your password regularly and inform Facebook. Facebook is on top of this. They're getting a lot of press right now because of the, quote, fake news that's going on allegedly within Facebook, right?
What do you mean by fake news?
Well, there's talk of, within our last presidential election, that there were actually postings on Facebook from organizations that were fake, non-true news. There were stories that did not exist, they never were exist, but they were played out on Facebook with postings as if it was really news. And unfortunately, a lot of news stations across the world took these stories as being real, and they actually posted them regarding our presidential candidates running for office on both sides, Democrat and Republican. So it's important, and Facebook is really concerned about it, and they are making efforts to find any stories like that and immediately delete them from their system and take them away and do some investigations of how it happened. So I would
interesting.
Yeah, so I would definitely suggest making sure that you change your password and do it a couple of times. Every 3 months, 3 weeks, change it, because if you do that and it's changed even from a different device and your password changed, you still see that activity, it's within Facebook that it's happening, not outside, because they can't get to you if your password is changed. So that's what my suggestion is. Make sure it's changed and let Facebook know, because they are taking this very, very serious.
Well, I would have to say that I am the queen of changing my password.
Great.
But however, I'm still having these issues. And one of the other thing is that's really mind-boggling is even on my cell phone, I literally can look at my cell phone and see that someone else is putting in a message on my cell phone.
Yes, that's
and
one of the.
I look and go, okay, I didn't write this.
Yeah, that is also one of the, as we call it in our cybersecurity research, as a way that your device could be possibly hacked. Okay, could be possibly hacked. What I would suggest is to make sure you have. Well, let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
Do you have antivirus software on your phone?
On my iPhone?
On any of your phones, antivirus software.
That's something that I cannot answer.
That's what a lot of people, I ask them that question, because your phones are nothing more than a smaller version of your laptops or your desktops. They do the same thing. Matter of fact, it's interesting, we call them phones now. They really are smart devices. The phone is just basically an app. Because you think about it, just a little icon that runs the phone. There's several hundreds of different apps you could have for your device. So your device does more than just answer the phone. So I would definitely make sure you have antivirus software on your phone, and it would capture most of the types of malware that's out there. Nothing's 100%, but it's best to have something on your device than not have nothing at all. Second is make sure you have a backup plan. For example, what would happen if you could not have access to your phone? Your contacts, names.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's happened with everybody before.
Yes. Make sure you can have a backup plan. When I say plan,
put it in the cloud, right?
Put it in the cloud, but make sure you know how to check it out of the cloud. See, we put it, for example, if you got a backup software program app, you'll put it on your phone, you'll think, oh good, all good. You're halfway there. You still need to be able to say, how does this work? What happens if I'm going to press this button and bring all my, where's my files saved to? Are they saved in another drive? Can I have access to them? What is saved? And make sure you understand how to restore as well, because that's where the issue comes in. People say, yeah, I have backup of my device, and then once they lose everything and they go back to restore, some of the data's there, some of it's not, because they're not used to, looking at it. So you need to know how that works as well.
Okay, so I don't want to give all the secrets away. How much time do we have, Scotty?
It's got about 4 minutes.
All right, cool. This is the most important part.
Okay.
Thank you, haters, for returning my postings. I appreciate it. However, so we can eliminate this happening again to myself and the rest of the Variety Talk family, for everybody else who's experiencing the same thing, because I'm just an example, one out of a gazillion people. How do we catch these people who are doing this?
Well, rather than trying to catch them, I would make sure my doors are locked. Think of it as being like your house. Rather than trying to catch the crook, you want to make sure that your house is secured. Make sure your doors are locked. Make sure you have the right alarm set up, and that will deter them. You want to deter them versus trying to catch them, because you're busy doing your role. If you were a police person or being in law enforcement, as our partners
That's who's
work
next.
with, and that's our partnership with law enforcement, the Homeland Security, and with the FBI. Then you're wanting to catch the thief.
Yeah,
but rather than
because-
trying to catch the thief, just protect your fortress, protect your information, your data. Make sure you have the proper setups, the software on your systems, the backups, the passwords, all that, and you do it continuously. Then you can deter a lot.
All right, so that's the best way for hacking outside of changing the passwords
And reporting it, okay? Reporting it too. Now that's important.
Okay.
It's reporting it.
because you have a record,
Yes,
first of all.
absolutely. Report it to Facebook. That's where the incidents were happening. Now, if it gets any worse, you may step it up and report it to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. If you get emails from people that are threatening you or any type of cyberbullying that's going on, that's very important. The Justice Department would be interested in knowing who the senders of these emails are to you. So that's another aspect of it. If it starts getting worse, because it is a federal crime for cyberbullying of anyone to do that internationally, even in our country as well. So it's important that that information is reported to authorities.
Interesting, very interesting. Okay, so now how do I get back on Facebook, because they've shut me down?
So you don't have a Facebook anymore.
I have it. My guests who were on here last week cannot send their information out and share it to their people.
Okay, I would contact Facebook. They do have a customer support. You can actually talk to a physical person at Facebook and call them and let them know what you have.
Oh, you can actually
And yes,
talk to someone
absolutely, you
physically?
can do that.
Yes!
But what's really nice about it, you have one step above the, let's say, average person. You also have your talk show host. So now you tell Facebook, hey, I have a show, and I need this to happen so I can tell my audience, and they would be all of it. This is social media, what we do here.
Okay.
Facebook will definitely be wanting to help you out. Now, are you having the same thing in Twitter as well, or LinkedIn? Are you having the same effect?
Actually, I don't work Twitter.
Or LinkedIn? Okay.
It's a personal thing. I don't want to make anyone angry, so I
Okay.
won't talk about why I don't use those
Okay.
social medias. But I do plan on expanding, and I won't say which way now, but we all have very important information
Sure.
that we need to share with the world.
That's right.
And it's to try to make it a better place and to change things so that everyone can live in a very peaceful way. And so I want to, first of all, thank you for coming on and sharing with me this very important information
You're very welcome.
so that we can change the lives of others and help to continue to build positivity as opposed to tearing down.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got some final words for us? We've got a little bit more time
Well,
left.
sure. I'm going to thank you again for allowing me to be on your show to get this information out. It's very important. I always say on my show, knowledge and information is power, right? And the best defense against cyber attacks and this type of thing that you're going through is through education and letting people know what to do. Now that I have told you in the audience and you learn what to do, hopefully everybody will tell someone else what we just discussed here on your show. And the more people know about it, the word gets out, and the thieves have a harder time trying to get our information.
Thieves, that's the word. Spread the word, spread the love, everybody. We're coming right back. Thanks for joining us, Mac. Appreciate it. Thanks for the info. We'll be right back.